It's time to wake up, Truth Nation. Islam is inside your borders, inside your country, on a mission to do one thing: supplant and replace your culture, your religion, your government, and you.
Welcome to the truth, the platinum truth. Are you ready? Live from Miami, Florida, USA, and broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Platinum Truth Podcast, the show that covers everything going on that you need to know about. The people have voted. Are you ready? And now, here's your host, Mike Martin.
This is the Platinum Truth, and I'm Mike Martin, sounding the alarm on the greatest catastrophe barreling toward us like a freight train. Today, we're exposing the horrifying rise of Islamic political parties in our Western democracies. A ticking time bomb that's about to explode our entire way of life. If we let this continue, Muslims will seize control through ruthless block voting driven by fanatical identity politics, obliterating the fragile backbone of our liberal democracies and plunging us into savage tribal warfare straight out of third world hellholes. This isn't some distant nightmare, people. It's happening now, creating chaos and instability that will tear our nations apart for generations. And mark my words, the only way to avert total annihilation is to ban Islam completely in the West, because this so-called religion is a deadly virus, utterly incapable with our freedoms. Listen closely. The invasion is already underway. Western fools and traitors have flung open the gates of our countries to massive Muslim immigration, illegal and legal, endless refugees, and skyrocketing birth rates from these people that are breeding armies within our borders. In Europe, Muslims are exploding to 5 and 10% of populations today, and by 2050, they'll swarm to 20% or more in France, Germany, the UK, and many other nations, even higher in the cities. In the US, they're infiltrating key areas, turning swing states into literal battlegrounds, violent battlegrounds. This isn't diversity, it's demographic warfare, a calculated plot to overwhelm us from the inside. And their weapon of choice? Islamic political parties. That's what's coming. They're going to stop voting for the left, and they're forming their own parties and going to block vote. These are insidious Trojan horses designed to gut our systems. In the UK, for instance, monstrosities like the Islamic Party of Britain and Muslim-backed independents are storming seats, rallying hordes around religious fanaticism, especially on jihadist causes like Gaza. France is infested with Muslim Brotherhood tentacles slithering into local governments, shoving Sharia law down our throats over our sacred secular laws. Germany, Sweden, they're falling apart, with these parties preying on Muslim voters, ignoring our national survival for their caliphate dreams. Even in America, shadowy Muslim networks are electing radicals who spew anti-Western venom, paving the way for full-blown Islamist parties. That's what's coming next. They're going to stop voting for the left. They're going to form their own parties. They've already done it. And they're going to block vote those parties into power. This sets the stage for the ultimate horror. The block voting of these people for these Islamist parties, a merciless blitz of identity politics that will crush us. Muslims don't vote as individuals like we do. They march in lockstep as a religious horde, with turnout rates blasting through the roof in their enclaves. In the UK, they're doubling national averages, in some places tripling, quadrupling, hijacking districts, and installing puppet officials who bow to Mecca over our constitutions. The 2024 UK elections, a bloodbath. The Muslim vote campaigns orchestrated mass assaults on non-submissive parties, shattering alliances and proving they're here to conquer, not coexist. It's electoral jihad, transforming our ballots into weapons of mass destruction. Now imagine the apocalypse, our politics devolving into third world savagery. That is what's coming. Tribal politics. Look at Lebanon, Iraq, Pakistan, where religious gangs carve up power, sparking endless bloodbaths, economic collapse, and societal rot. That's our future if we don't stop this and do something now. Muslim blocs will create political no-go zones, enforcing Sharia shadows over our laws, breeding ghettos where Western values are executed. We already see this happening. It's going to continue, and much more so. We've already tasted the terror, riots torturing France, grooming gangs ravaging UK girls, all symptoms of this Islamic plague. Instability, try total meltdown. Economies in ruins, societies fractured into warring tribes, violence erupting everywhere as our liberal ideals are trampled underfoot. Why? Because Islam is a predator, incompatible with democracy, a theocratic monster that devours freedom. It demands blind obedience to Allah's tyranny over our human rights with jihad, death for apostates, and Sharia supremacy as its clause. In every Muslim hellhole, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, under the Muslim Brotherhood, democracy is a sick joke, twisted into oppression. Islamists exploit our openness like parasites, worm in, build power through votes, then strike, dismantling everything once they grab the reins. You saw it in Egypt. That's the blueprint. The Muslim Brotherhood's blueprint is Allah is our objective, the Quran our law, jihad our way. A declaration of war. In the West, it's stealth jihad. Forge voting armies, elect infiltrators, demand accommodations like blasphemy gags and women in chains, then boom, overthrow when the numbers hit critical mass. And those numbers are coming and coming rapidly. History screams the warning. Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood seizes elections, unleashes Islamic hell until crushed. Turkey, Erdogan's so-called moderates morph into a sultanate, strangling secularism. And Europe, cities turning Muslim majority by 2040 or 2050, ripe for caliphate coups. They'll achieve it fast, populations doubling, anti-Western hatred boiling from radical mosques funded by terror states like Qatar. And the polls, terrifying. 40% of UK Muslims craving Sharia law. They want it, they demand it. Identity politics seals the deal with loyalty to the global Ummah, betraying our nations, hijacking policies into suicide pacts. The Ummah is another word, what their word is for the Islamic community. The doomsday clock is ticking, people. Instability exploding into civil war levels is coming. Investments fleeing, jobs vanishing, our streets becoming literal battlefields. Social fabric ripped to shreds with Islamic parallel worlds mocking our laws. And terror attacks, just the appetizer. The main course is total subjugation. Erasing women's freedoms. If you care about gay rights, say goodbye. Free speech in a Sharia nightmare is over. We must act now. Ban Islam before it bans us. This is survival, not hate. Treat it as the political poison it is, stripping its religious disguise away. Trump's Muslim bans were a start. Expand to total prohibition is necessary now. Shutter mosques, deport extremists, slam the border shut. U.S. anti-Sharia laws, make them nationwide, make them all across Europe and the West. Go full throttle. Angola did it, we can too. Or watch our civilization bleed out. This is the platinum truth, folks. Islam is the executioner at our door. Ignore it and we're doomed. Ban it now or kiss the West goodbye. Fight back now with this first step. Subscribe to the Platinum Truth. Like this episode so other patriots are sent this episode via the YouTube algorithm. then share this warning to everyone you know. Speak out, speak up. Nothing's going to change. Your leadership's not going to do this for you unless you speak up. We need to rally our people. Until next time, arm yourselves with the truth, the platinum truth, or we may all go extinct. Unless you take action with me now, that's what's coming. You need to speak up. Talk to everyone you know. Make them aware of this. We have to move the Overton window in a place where we can, at the very least, talk about this. And then we'll be able to take action. But we need to move quickly. They have infiltrated leftist political parties. And the next step is Islamic political parties. Block voting, hoisting them into power, national power, where they will dismantle democracy, dismantle all of your rights, and incorporate Sharia law and tell you, hey, this is democracy. Except in a democracy, you do not use the democracy to destroy the democracy. And that is what they've been doing around the world. I will cite Egypt again. Quickly take a look at Egypt with the Muslim Brotherhood rising to power only a few years ago, having to be crushed because the Egyptians knew what was going on. They were using the system to destroy the system. That's what's coming with these Islamic political parties. I'm Mike Martin, and this is the Platinum Truth. I'll see you next time.